Now, this might ruffle some feathers, but I could not agree more. You weigh more, you should pay more when it comes to health insurance. And the airlines, for that matter. Here's the most staggering part of all. Last year, the Society of Actuaries in Canada and the United States count for an additional $127 billion in healthcare expenditures that they are not paying for. Fit people who take care of themselves are paying for this. We get to the crux of it all. Obesity is an ethical issue. Like 1984, you're not even allowed to say the truth. Google, should fat people or obese people pay higher premiums? Get this, it says no. Despite obese individuals being the ones incurring the cost, companies cannot make people with higher BMIs pay more premiums. So 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. Where's it going to come from? It's going to come from you, and it's going to come from me, and it's going to come from the fit people. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Costs are going way up, and more people are needing it. And it's illegal to charge them for those costs that they are incurring. This looks into the public's opinion about this. Due to the way the zeitgeist is and what we're allowed to say in this new world order about obesity, or just a lot of misinformation, mix of both, only 1/4 of the participants suggested that if you weigh more, you should pay more. Instead of weigh more, pay more, I would go based off hip to waist ratio or body composition and VO2. This is just catchy. And so, anything like that is going to work for a title. If someone's born 6'8", you can't charge them more. That's not fair because they can't control that, but you can control your weight. Here, look at this astounding language, anti-fat attitudes. If I am doing a fat phobia scale, I would love to see that scale. Instead of anti-fat attitudes, it should say common sense attitudes. Found what they wanted to find. People that had their bias thought that they should pay more. So people with common sense said the common sense thing. Here it says in Germany, in other words, a healthy person pays the same proportional to a person with health issues, including obesity. Here's what really grinds my gears. They call this science. It's just insane. But let's read. Obesity is often mislabeled as self-inflicted condition and thus associated with several negative attributes such as lack of willpower or being lazy. This is activism. This is not science. This is activism. Yes, we should not bully people. Yes. And that's what this author is saying. Don't bully people, but they're taking it too far. They're willing to tell the noble lie so that people don't get bullied. It is self-inflicted. Yes, environment matters, but you can alter your environment. You can move. You can demand that they give you maybe 1 tortilla instead of 2. You can do things. You're not helpless. But to say that obesity is not self-inflicted is insane. You have to be so expensively stupid, educated, and activist to say something like that. Go to any bar and ask any drunk if, it's self-inflicted for people that are obese, and they will obviously tell you yes. It is common sense. There's some people on the contrary. 3/4 of people saying it's not their fault. Most people did not want to cover bariatric surgery, so deep down they actually know. They're just scared to say the first part. Even in a single-payer healthcare system, it is not fair, the rates that they get, because obesity is not a pre-existing condition, because you can get rid of it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have healthcare. They need healthcare. And you know what? If they really buy into healthcare, and healthcare is lifting more and more and more, then they won't be obese anymore if they're able to apply the principles. Most people won't, but you yourself do have the power. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you think that fit Americans should cover the bill for obese Americans, given that obese Americans cost 10 times to the health system that a normal weight person does? Or do you think they should be given the proper bill? Or do you think food stamps should only be for healthy food? And who should pay it? In Japan, the companies pay it. That's not fair. The people should pay it who are incurring the cost. It's obviously tough if you had obese parents, but that's on them. Cycle of abuse.